What are psychogenic seizures? Psychogenic seizures, also known as non-epileptic disorder, are seizures that don't stem from a neurological origin, so they don't stem from a chemical imbalance in the brain, and are actually related to something more psychological. However, for some patients, the cause is unknown. These non-epileptic events can vary from zoning out episodes to fainting episodes, also known as psychogenic syncope or psychogenic blackouts, to convulsive seizures that resemble epilepsy. The amount of times that people suffer with these episodes can vary. Somebody may have them a couple times a month or a couple times a year, whereas somebody may suffer with them numerous times a day. And the triggers that cause these seizures will also vary as well. I started suffering with this condition coming up to 2 years now, and it initially presented itself as psychogenic blackouts, so fainting, and then morphed into convulsive seizures. Unlike a lot of the stories that I've heard and a lot of people I've spoke to, I actually lose consciousness when I have them, whereas a lot of people don't, and they can hear what's going on around them and things like that, which I'd hate, so I'm kind of glad that I'm out, to be honest. And I also lose control of my bladder, which, although it's oversharing, I think it's important to know that not just elderly people suffer with incontinence. So drip drip drop when the April shower's beating a tune as she falls on the ground, which when I heard that song again I was like, what the fuck? My triggers for my seizures are shock and stress, which can be anything from somebody dropping something, so somebody being clumsy, so don't be clumsy, to like a bigger stress like being in an argument or grief or things like that. Having this condition has changed everything about my life, from the fact that I can't work to the fact that I can never be left alone, and that I constantly need to be accompanied, which, although prevents loneliness for me, is extremely irritating, not just for me but for everybody else who has to take the responsibility of making sure I don't die. And obviously that burden's put onto my friends and my family who are my fellowship, and they're my world, and I really couldn't do it without them, so thank you guys. I think the only time I am by myself is when I'm having a shit, or when I'm washing my pits, tits and wobbly bits, as I call them, and even then those things have changed. Showering, I have to do it sitting down, and washing your ass crack is hard enough standing up. I don't know about you guys, but it's difficult for me, let alone sitting down and washing your ass crack, so just putting it out there. There are obviously other things I have to deal with other than washing my bum, but I just thought that I would tell you guys what psychogenic seizures are, and there you go, that's what psychogenic seizures are.